So we're just continuing a session. We're going to be going into Chris Chapter 3. I don't expect us to get super crazy far. We're probably going to be splitting this into at least 2 sessions. But the intent of this particular chapter is to try to recruit the last big group of people. So we should have access to new areas. And from those new areas, hopefully we can get some additional characters. So we're going to be getting access to a new town, as well as some that were accessible by Godot earlier in the game. So it'll be kind of plot in the beginning, and then we're going to do maybe a couple of chess bosses, and then we'll probably call it there. We need to have a certain amount of money to continue forward. Not a whole lot. I think we just need 3,000, and then we need to have a combined strength of 600 for another recruit. But we should be good to go from that standpoint. So let's go ahead and jump into the recap of the game. I'm going to go ahead and pause the music. Sorry, rustling of the wind, yaws the plains. So previously on Chris's chapter, Chris encounters a man called Nash when she's taking a break at a village Thanksgiving fair in Ch3. The buoyant Nash makes Chris uneasy. At that moment, turmoil erupts as the Lizard clan makes a surprise attack in Ch3 village. During the battle, Jimba of the Krya clan tells Chris to seek the Flame Champion in order to find out about her father. Unsure of this, Chris decides to travel with Nash as the loyal Salome advises. Okay. So let's go. We finally managed to reach Chapter 3's, chat. We did it. Oh no, we're in Duck Village. I recognize the music. What now? Are we headed to Ch3 Village? I would like to go there. There's a lot of characters we could get there. Since I've never gone this way before, thought we should hire a guide. That's just great. A guide needs a guide, eh? Better safe than sorry. Look at her level 36ness, chat. So unfair. I just have the gloves of destiny on. I love it. Oops. I don't think I wanted to leave there, but hey. Let's go find a guy. Yeah, this outfit kind of sucks. Oh no. It's Fred from earlier, I think. Hurry up, Rico. Yeah, there she is. Wait for me, sir. We have to pay for the room. Forget it. Why should I pay when they were so rude? But master, that's dishonest. Oh, hello. Have we met? You mistake me for another now that you mention it. I think we did bump... See, we bumped into him as other characters. I forget if we did it with her. I'll say now that you mention it. I know Godot bumped into him. Have we? Oh, that's it. That's it? I've met you somewhere. Oh, you are Lady Chris of the Saxon Knights. Shh, not so loud. Pardon? So that's the story. I apologize. I admit I was too careless. By the way, why did you come this way? We're seeking clues. How is that your business? Sightseeing? We're gonna say we're seeking clues. We have to be so standoffish immediately. We're seeking clues that will lead us to the Flame Champion. Are you still looking for some sort of evil? I think we're both on the same track. Excuse me? I'm following a rumor too. So what do you say? Might we travel together for a while? Strengthen numbers with the same objective. Can you hang on a second? We might as well as. We'll say might as well as. Yes, we might as well as. Then it's decided. Rico, come here. Oh, what is it, master? This is Lady Chris. We'll be traveling together, so introduce yourself properly. Oh, right, sir. I'm Rico, Master Fred's attendant. Nice to meet you, madam. Glad to make your acquaintance, Rico. I suppose a few more hands wouldn't hurt. Quite right. Well then, let's get started. Fred has joined the 108 Stars. Rico has joined the 108 Stars. So already off to a good start. I didn't realize she was an actual combatant. That kind of surprises me. I thought she'd be more a support character. What does she even attack with? Like, now I'm interested. I don't know about you, Chad. I would not have pegged her as a combatant. Hammer. Oh, Water Rune. Banned. Sword of Magic. Big Nightheart is the sword name. What a sword. As Captain Maximilian Knights, Fred is always bold, but he assumes too much. It's pretty good damage, though. 172 for a level 7 weapon is actually pretty good. Rico's a member of the Maximilian Knights. She's also Captain Fred's attendant. Well, we're immediately gonna strip her of that, chat. She's not worthy. I don't think we could do anything with them, but we'll talk to them now anyway. These humans are hard to read. Who knows what's on their minds? You're right, brother. Remember the girl with the squeaky voice we encountered the other day? What of the man we just saw? Crack. I don't see how the sergeant puts up with them. I couldn't. Very true. Yes, indeed. What? Oh, frap. Oh, there you go. You again. Yes. Is there a problem? I wonder. Spent hours on a wild goose chase looking for evil, and you've come up empty-handed. Ducks are chasing goose. Good to know, chat. So I don't think we can recruit these characters. This is just an optional scene to my knowledge. I don't think we could get them until we have Sergeant Joe back in our party. Would you have liked it better if you had come face to face with evil? Such insolence. Watch yourself, knave. And ruffle your feathers, duck. You have to go through me to get to my master. And he just slaps her. Grok. I guess it's more like quack, but it's like rack. Still funny, though. Excuse me. Can I clarify this mess? Go on. Actually, we need a guide to take us to the Ch3 village. I've heard how brave Duck Clan men are, and how traveling merchants often hire them as guards. That's right. Then will you take us there? It wouldn't normally pose a problem. The recent skirmish is going on. Our chief wants us to remain here. If you get permission from the chief, we'll be happy to escort you. Village chief? What chief? Yes, the chief's the one sporting the finest tail feather. Should be around here someplace. Okay, whatever you say. She's done, chat. She checked out of that conversation immediately. I do like it pans out. Chris, how do we distinguish one duck from the next? Oh no, chat. I think we all know what that means. I'm telling you, chat. You just need to laugh. You just need to join in with the laugh track. Thank you, laugh track. You're asking the wrong person. Mm-hmm. Needs more laugh track, chat. Hopefully that's not too loud of a volume. It does like to crash often, unfortunately. Rico, I need you to forget water magic for a moment. Like, just actually forget it. It's fine. Get your skill points back. I'll keep him with Sword of Magic, I guess. I'm not very thrilled, though. Can we just, like, remove and sell her Water Rune? I'm not using it. I mean, maybe this would help in the war battle, but it's fine. Oh, I could get Medicine. Ooh, Medicine Rune is actually kind of good for me. I'd prefer that over the Water Rune, to be honest. Save from single target attack unless last standing. That's kind of funny. We'll see. Does she have Earth or Thunder affinity? Let's find out. So I don't need no dumb healing rune. Like, no thanks. And if she can't learn it, then we're not teaching her anything. Ooh, just average across the board? I could give her magic resistance and Earth rune, I guess? better than nothing. She doesn't really need to learn multiple runes at once. She's got swing and damage already, which are fine. I guess we could try to improve Sword of Magic so it's not as garbage. I guess that's our goal. Let's try to make it vaguely usable. Sure, we'll go all the way up here. We don't have a physical tutor, so there's no point to holding off points for the armor protect as a reminder. Oh yeah, you're also a healer. Can you learn anything useful other than water magic? You've disappointed me greatly. You're good at wind. That's it? Big sigh, chat. Well, time for you to forget all about that dumb water magic. It's fine. Get your skill points back. Listen, chat, we're a no water rune party. I don't want kindness drops. I don't really want to nullify magic, even though it is useful. Just no. We've committed. Hard commit, chat. Goodbye our water runes. We don't need them. I mean, earth magic eventually will open up to something nice. I just wish we had a thunder rune. So if we end up getting another thunder rune later, I definitely want to do that. Because again, I don't think I'll be losing that many skill points, because Nash is already kind of, not kind of done, but it doesn't really matter. Do one more earth rune. I mean, we have a ton of money. I might as well use it. Once he gets to 4 slot, if we could give that Mother Earth rune over to other characters, that'd be great. How close is he to learning it, by the way? 84. Ooh, that's not that close. His Earth Magic is kind of eh. This is fine. I can still take advantage of Vengeful Child, though. My preference would be to just spam Earthquake every turn and win the game. Oh, that's right. She has the Mother Earth rune on. Oh, let's remove that. Okay. I was trying to remember who had it. I forgot it was her. Oops, I didn't need to buy that other Earth rune then. I guess we'll give it to Nash then, so he can actually use Earthquake. So that would actually be super huge for us. My bag is full. What is it full of? Oh, terrible armor. I'm not gonna miss that 3 defense in terms of cash. Okay, sorry about that, chat. Forgot who had what. Remove Nash's. That way I have at least 3 Earthquakes, I think, right now? Question mark? That's like not a super low number to my knowledge. We'll check. Oh, he's got 1 Earthquake, not 3, my bad. But better than nothing. I mean, if he could just randomly do 800 damage, I'm fine. This speeds up encounters greatly. Let's train him up. The only downside is he's only average at Earth Magic, but at least we could put points in it. Oh, he's going up to B. Nice. I'm okay with this. Teach her magic resistance? Sure, we'll max her magic resistance. As I said before, we don't have a physical tutor here, so there's not much we could do. Yeah, so long water runes. We'll be selling them soon for cash. So let's make her actually like a magic tank, and then we'll slightly improve her earth magic so it's not complete booty garbage. She might be able to get a defensive spell out now. C rank's okay. I still don't know what to give Chris other than maybe the critical rune we got on Juan. Because her critting would be absolutely insane if she just auto crits. Because she already has heavy damage, so she gets more damage out of it than other characters would. So I think that's a valid strategy, honestly. If that improves her crit chance, it'd be good. If it improves crit damage, I'm still okay with it. So let's sell all, well, actually, I forgot to even look at their equipment. Is their equipment even good? Get a small upgrade there for free. See that, chat? I paid attention. I don't have to get that item now. But everything else, though, that can just get sold. We don't need it. Your chainmail's okay. Actually, I'm gonna sell it regardless. It's weak versus something. I don't want any weaknesses, chat. Fine robe, decent. I'm gonna hold on to that for now. We're gonna sell the water runes, and I'll keep the earth rune for now. Do you have any interesting things for sale? Do you have like a crazy bolt thing? Gold beak, 12 defense, 15 speed. That's pretty silly. Disappear momentarily to dodge attack. Sure, I'll play around with that to see if it's worth it. I mean, if I put it on Chris, there's no downside. Oh, she's looking for crab rice bowl. Yeah, we haven't been to Kaput Forest, so we're not gonna get that. It's probably gonna be graffiti, but I'm gonna dump. Oh, actually a new painting. Oh, I am pleasantly surprised it's not graffiti. Oh, well. You know what, Chad? I spoke too soon. Just, oh, inevitably one will always be graffiti. Just get rid of that trash. So now we have something that increases their survivability, which is like, I don't feel it's necessary, but it's kind of funny. So I'm just gonna put it on her. I don't think she needs it at all. So the question is, chat, do I just go for the chess boss right now, or do I bother advancing the plot? I probably want to advance the plot slightly, but at some point I want to take a big detour. Oh, she can learn another skill. So she's only good at water magic and terrible at everything else. Well, technically I know what that other skill should be used for, so for meta reasons I will not put a point there, but I could do it while I'm waiting, I guess. I'm assuming haziness is an auto skill and not a manual use skill. If it's something I have to actually actively use, then it's just utter trash. But I guess we'll find out. Well, well, it seems like we have guests. Welcome to the Duck Plant. Oh wow, I just guessed it was him. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Complete guess. 10 out of 10. Take that, Suikoden 3. Thanks for trying to obfuscate where I have to go. We managed to get the chief's permission by a nose, or beak. Excellent. I know, compared to Thomas chapter 2, I was like, I'm on fire, chat. I knew it, I felt in my heart of hearts where to go. Okay, is there anything I can sell? We do have the crystal ball for money, potentially. 8,000? Yeah, I could probably sell for that much, that's fine. I could make really small amounts of money with those, but no, we're rolling in the nearly million amount of potch. I don't really want small change, but 16,000 potch is not bad. So anyway, let's talk to them to continue. Hello again. So you found the chief. He's most remarkable, isn't he? Indeed. And his tail feathers were as impressive as you said. Told ya. He's given permission for you to guide us, if you will. Absolutely. The proper pay. That depends. What do you consider proper? You go to Ch3 village. Will cost 2,000 potch. 2,000? I mean, we have like 600,000. This is a non-plot issue for me, chat. That's highway robbery, but I'll pay it. Woo-wee! How easily the upper class parts with money. Enough. Pay 2,000 potch. Leave everything to us. We know what we're doing. It's a short trip to Ch3 village, so don't worry about a thing. Wilder has joined. Red has joined. Oh, they're actually also combatants. Interesting. Can I rob them? They have so much food on them. What the heck? Why does fried ice cream have a chance of making you invincible? What? Excuse me? Okay, well, he's got Silver Beak and Power Gloves. I guess I could give him medicine that I don't care if I lose it. Or just give him boots. That's also fine. Thick egg roll. Ooh, terrible item. I'll just put medicine C on him. Don't really need that much in terms of healing. I know, Chad. Apparently, the moral of the story is eat fried ice cream as you might become immortal for some reason. Alright, so let's try leaving. And let's see what this opened up for us. Well, there's Kaput Forest. And we could go completely the wrong way. So, Chad, I think you know what we're doing. Actually, hold on. What do these characters have runes? They're level 40. No runes on either of them. So I could give them something, but... Well, actually, hold on. I want to know one thing before we go further. Do any of them have lightning affinity? This actually is the big deal. If they have lightning affinity, then they're definitely going to be my favorite characters. If they don't, I'm just going to be sad. They can have earth affinity. Earth's also fine. Both of them seem pretty close to learning something new. Magic Repel, chance of repelling magic foe. So that's a unique skill. Oh, you're the worst. Actually the worst. I can make him like an anti-magic character if I really want to. I mean, I guess I could... Actually, I forgot to see if fire magic was... I guess I could teach him fire magic, whatever. I can't buy it here though, which is kind of annoying. I'm so disappointed, chat. They're good with like some of the worst runes in the game. Like, Water Magic, you only need one user, because they're either going to be the full-time healer, or you only need to silence once in combat. Wind Magic is just bad. I guess I'll also teach the ducks how to burn things, I guess. I mean, I want damage with them, chat. Like, this is non-negotiable. I'm pretty sure we could get a fire rune if I really wanted to. So I don't need magic resistance if they have magic repel, I guess. So might as well just max them out with their skill points here. So at least we're having more varieties of things. I'll teach the ducks how to burn things is not a sentence you hear every day. Well, clearly you don't have the life of Adel. Okay. So I still have enough skill points left over to even physical tutor these characters. Well, until this one, I guess. So pretty magic resistant, it looks like. Guess we'll continue for now. Is he actually good with magic resistance? Not really. He's very average with lightning magic. I could technically make him a lightning rune user, but I think because we have the Mother Earth, we'll put it on him. Adel the Burninator, something like that. So I guess the question is... I guess I actually bother to upgrade them because they seem kind of dumb. You know what, chat? We're going to do that. I wasn't going to, but, you know, they're level 40-something. I might as well just make them just absolutely monstrous. So let's get a gold beak, because why not? Get rid of mashed potatoes. Can I stack these? I can. I'm just gonna sell these. I don't want 60% chance of silence status. Okay. So how fast is he now is the question. 150. Oh my gosh. His melee is gonna be so insane. Remember the Duck Clan, jolly and amusing. He also has an appetite that explains his fat appearance. I mean, I could give him swing as well, honestly. The wisest of the Duck Clan, he's Sergeant Joe's friend, but Sergeant Joe treats him like a younger brother. Well, I mean, they're gonna go first. That much is certain. They're also really tanky due to that. So I guess now that we have all of our characters, we're gonna take the world's largest detour. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna get the lottery tickets now, because I will come back here briefly to go to the plot. So there's no downside to this. Sure. Maybe we'll get even more money, chat. How am I doing in terms of other held items? Ooh. I guess I could just discard the Earth Rune for more space. Like, if I have to get rid of anything, it's gonna be our massive amount of healing items. Yeah, their armor is actually really good. I thought we were gonna get a character with, like, subpar defense, but no, Chris's characters are just OP for some reason, I guess. So anyway, we need to get to a Fire Runes shop at some point. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna save on the way to the mountain path, and we're gonna go destroy a boss, hopefully. So every character still has a healing item. More importantly, we have the Earth Rune, which is a lot of damage. And potentially, Chris is now even tankier. Although I really don't think she needs it. Oh, more dark hairs. These guys are so done. Rico only 26, so... okay, she's gonna benefit a lot from these random encounters. I'm not really relying on her for anything. I still she had the water runes, so she would be like the designated healer, but no. We want damage, chat. Damage only, if possible. He's already pretty good at double hitting. Oh, the 234 damage, get whacked. Like the fish halberd thing. Rico probably gonna level from this. 2 to almost everything, except for repel and magic defense got 1, but 3 in luck. So getting a little tankier before a chest boss would probably be good, because this one is generally kind of hard, so it might take us a couple tries. Because we have like an unconventional team. We mostly just need another rune. If we get another rune, I think we're fine. Because then we can make up for not having lightning rune. It's already at the mountain path. And eventually we have to go to Kaput Forest and return as a reminder, because we need to get the Crab Rice Bowl, which I think can drop from the chest bosses in the upcoming area. And there's also a character that starts with it in their inventory. So either or is fine. One thing I forgot to point out, I do think the ranged characters get a natural damage bonus versus the flying monsters, which is interesting. I do feel like they seem to do more. I don't know if it's like typed differently in terms of damage. So she got even tankier, 254. I mean, I'm expecting a giant mega magic blast of like 250 plus. So we did give her a lot of magic resistance in my defense. So hopefully that's enough to make up for her bad health compared to the rest of the party. And 1 or 2 more levels and it won't really matter. So there we go, chat. We're gonna hopefully get a good rune coming this way and or really good equipment. And who knows, chat, if we get another blood armor, it's going on Chris and the game is over. Like, just say GG, the fight's over. Also, I hope the boss we're fighting up here is not gonna be a flying monster. That would be quite horrendous. Chris guarded, nice. Melee, not for a lot of damage there. Fred getting hit for 51, ooh. His defense could be much better for sure. As a reminder, that damage was only 1 to Godot when Godot got hit. So yeah, we got some room for improvement. But hopefully this will level everybody. This road kind of sucks. Fred leveled, nice. Rico leveled, nice. Fred leveled again. Mostly 2s that time. So, I mean, it does slowly add up. More speed. Good for us. That Medicine D I'm going to be using to heal our party members as we get a little further. But fortunately, if we go this way, there are characters to recruit. Although, I suppose I should wait to go to Solaria because I have to come back here later anyway. I guess I should have waited in hindsight, but it's okay. I've already committed. So there's a character that will come here eventually, but I have to meet them in the place we haven't been to yet first. But hey, maybe that means I could get 2 chest bosses. And now that would be worth it, chat. You know what? I think I'm okay with that. We're gonna try to get 2 chest bosses. So if we do this early enough, maybe they'll respawn in time. Wow, this enemy is still alive. That's crazy. So getting little teeny bits of skill points back. A shame we can't level Nash's physical skills. But hopefully we'll get a chance at Solaria. So going up a few levels before the boss should help. I wonder if we could avoid the boss now that it's not Godot's chapter. Because I would actually prefer to get items from the other place first and or tutor. Even though we don't have a lot of skill points in some of the characters, I mean, it could make a difference. But for now, we'll go this way. We'll get more armor protect on Chris or some nonsense. Sadly, she is done as a character. There's literally nothing I can really level until a plot thing happens later. Then I'll level said skill, I guess. And depending on how bad it is when I get the skill, I might even unlearn the skill just to get more magic resistance and just give up on what we're gonna receive later. We'll see though. I know there are things like runes that are definitely worth using later in the game, but we'll see. Oh, there's that ridiculous waterfall. That angle is just something else. Okay, chat, moment of truth. What horrendous BS is around here? And I'll even medicine up before I do this. So she went up almost 15 health. That might make a difference. Maybe. Magical water indeed. Yeah, look at that. Level 20. Then look at this party comparatively, chat. Level 36. Yeah. Like, why would you ever play with Thomas after Thomas's chapters? When you just have godlike characters like Chris and Godot. Oh, it's the Iron Golem boss again. Annoying. I don't know if I can actually do that boss, to be honest with you. I'm gonna try to squeeze by it and see what happens. Nope. Not allowed. Yeah, this boss is actually kind of hard. I don't know if he'll take damage from Earthquake, to be honest, but we'll try. What is their combo attack? Rico becomes unbalanced. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do Thunder Magic with him and just regular attack with these two. I mean, at least he casts it pretty quickly, so this is just free damage. It might be weak to lightning, question mark? Hopefully we interrupt here. Or, you know, we just can't interrupt it even though 5 people hit it, whatever. Big sigh, chat, big sigh. Of course we don't interrupt the AoE. Nash is actually legit dead, wow. I guess to heal myself. Well, time to become invincible, perhaps. Looks like I did not become invincible. So we got the worst attack at the start, so this is gonna take forever. It might even be worth resetting, honestly. They missed the golem. I'm gonna take so much damage here, by the way. Annoying. I might have to just restart. I literally got the worst possible attack it could have used on me. I guess I'll go for invincibility again. Oh. Okay, invincible. Because otherwise, this boss is going to take forever. Oh, she dodged it. God tier, chat. So we're just going to all-out attack, I guess. I'll make Rhett heal himself with single ice cream. Okay, they're both invincible. How do you keep missing the rock golem? How is that even possible? Look how big it is. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever without Nash. This sucks. Wow. Right, chat, just big wow on that one. Wait. Why can't they attack? What? Wait, does invincible mean you can't attack? Excuse me? Why can they only defend? Well, that would have been kind of important to know. Okay, we're redoing the boss battle. This is actually nonsense. Can I attack with them still, or? This is gonna take forever because they killed Nash. See, the worst part is Nash was at 275 and he still died, which is ridiculous. I guess if you're invincible, you can't attack. That's kind of stupid. I'm getting rid of that item next time. It's not like I don't have better healing. So if it does explode again, I'm giving up. Because we're just doing so little damage to it. You know what? I'm gonna cut it here. We're just gonna reset real quick. I don't feel like making you sit through this. It's gonna take forever. But just remember, chat, lottery resets suck. So, okay, so here's what we learned. Game not as good as it sounds. Unfortunate. So, okay, so if I have to compensate for that, what should I do? I guess I just need to remove their healing items since they're just so bad. Like, I was hoping we could get through it without it immediately turn one exploding, but no, we're getting treated the full nonsense. So, I don't think there's anything he could do to survive this. I think Medicine A was a good call. Medicine A there is fine. Medicine C is too weak. That is too weak. Let's give her Medicine A. Let's also give her... If I really want a small heal... I could do the cast Dancing Flame Magic. Honestly, I kind of need damage. I might do that. So he has no healing at all. So I guess I could give both of them healing. That way they have some semblance of a chance of killing this thing. 350 is probably good enough. Okay, so I just need the boss to not turn one explode. That's all I want, chat. And unfortunately, because we have all of our party slots taken up, I think I'm not able to go to the castle and get Gadget Z yet again. I think chat got denied that character. I might have been able to leave with just Nash in our party, and maybe also Fred. But I think now that we have the ducks, it's not possible. Game, please, not right now. Okay, so let's try this again and hopefully not get nonsensed out. Actually, out of curiosity. Oh no, so you can't sneak behind him either. Yeah, because this fight can be hard. It's just I want all of our people to actually live so I can do things. I could have her do Vengeful Child on Nash. Maybe that would work? Maybe that's the play. Because it's not like I can interrupt them anyway. It still outcasts me? Are you serious? Chat, why is it only starting with Explode now? And of course Nash is dead. Wilder reflected. Deep sigh, chat. Deep sigh. Do I need to actually start with, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I feel very frustrated because, like, we just need the boss to not do that and we're fine. But, like, the boss is now literally started with the same move each time, which is kind of GG to us. At least the magic reflect means I don't take damage at all, which is interesting. But the problem now is we're missing like 200 plus damage a turn, even in melee. I'm kind of tempted to reset again. Like, I don't need like crazy RNG, I just need it to not do that one attack. Yeah, kind of annoying. I'm just gonna do Vengeful Child on these two and just keep attacking as normal with the others. That'll save me some healing, I think, over... Oh, they killed the... Oh, now I'm definitely resetting. Right, chat? Oh, they killed one of the ducks. I mean, I was gonna heal, but it's fine. So, unfortunately, I think Nash has, like, a weakness to it. I don't know why he takes so much more than every other character. I don't know if it's just his innate defense is so... That is for him to just not die on turn one and I get to play the game. So maybe I'll try to start with Vengeful Child or whatever. And maybe I get to play the game, question mark. Maybe. Oh, 1 second, chat, my audio went weird. There we go. Okay, so let's hope I can finally not get immediately turn one exploded. That's all. He could do spin attack, he could do punch, he could target Chris and one-shot her. Listen, just don't turn one explode, please. I don't know if it's because I'm casting spells and it cheats or what the deal is. So we'll do Vengeful Child. We'll do Vengeful Child again on these two. We'll just act as normal here. I think it's finally not casting magic. Okay, I finally get to play the game, chat. There we go. I just saved myself a heal, and I can just be full-on aggressive without needing to worry. So I have two characters that could potentially just resist it all on their own. And I guess I just go all in at this point. We'll try to cast Earthquake, but I don't expect it to do damage. We'll see. I mean, if it even does 400 damage, I think that's worth it. Oh my gosh, I actually interrupted it, chat. Why couldn't I get this before? Seriously? Continue chanting. Yeah, look how different this is just because it didn't turn one explode. I get to play the game. Ridiculous. How much will this do to the Earth Golem? It still did 1,000. Okay. And that's why I wanted to save Nash, chat. Right there. That 1,000 damage, big time save. Can he do anything else in terms of damage? No. I mean, I can have him Vengeful Child Wilders if I really want to. I need to just heal with Rico, I think, on herself. Everybody else just goes in. Okay, so we are fully set up for the boss now, chat. I get to play the game. And now Nash can do another 150 plus a turn, every turn. Okay. Could just AoE heal this. This is fine. So we'll have... Probably Chris use her medicine on just herself, so that way I still get an attack. Then I'm gonna do probably medicine A on Cher. Then I'm gonna do medicine C on Cher, and this should be fine. So Nash should still be able to attack here. So now when I'm in this healing war, at least I'm getting a lot of damage in still. I just don't want him to constantly AoE spam. I want him to actually spellcast at this point. There we go. Single hit, we'll take that. Why are they missing? Game, please. So we'll attack, Wilder will just heal himself. I think it's a coincidence the game is not casting spells on me anymore. Why am I not double attacking with Nash? What's going on with that? Kind of disappointing, honestly. So, it's now facing Rico. Does that mean it's always gonna hit Rico? I'm curious if the AI actually has a tell as to what it's doing. Did I heal the right one? I feel like I did there. Yeah, it just turned to face Rico. Game, please. So we'll heal Rico. This is where I wish she wasn't in the front line, like at all. Oh, we killed the golem that time. That was much easier. Yeah, none of this nonsense, like explode, everybody dies. Alright. So at least if I go to refight in the future, Nash should hopefully have enough health to live with 4 extra magic defense. Finally. I don't know if the chest is randomized or not. Let's go find out, chat. I'm gonna go save. Then we're gonna check the chest before and after I open it. Just gonna double check. But yeah, much easier. No more nonsense turn 1 everybody dies. So anyway, with these levels, I should be okay. I need to give accuracy to our other characters. I am definitely feeling it when they miss. So we save there. Unless we just get a blood armor right away. Or a ridiculous helmet. I'll settle with either. Or if it's static, then we just gotta take what we got. Okay, so what's the reward for beating this nonsense? $86,000 received. This is all he has? That's it? Eat that boss just for that absolute pile of garbage. Chat, where's our blood armor? Listen. You can't tease me with a 70-something defense armor and then you just give me some whack like 14 defense. I'm not okay with that, chat. I'm gonna be extremely disappointed if that's what they want from me. Okay, do items change? Did the money change? Let's find out. I mean, it can't be much worse than what we just received. I burned more medicine than I received there, so it's definitely in the not worth it category. So let's see. Is it new? Do we get anything other than Mega Medicine and Titan? No. Ooh. I don't even want any of this. I mean, I'll get rid of our Medicine D. That's fine. Leather Pumps is okay. I'll get rid of a shield for that. Mega Medicine D. I'll get rid of thick egg roll, because thick egg roll is terrible. I can get rid of mashed potatoes, because that's worse than Mega Medicine. And I guess I can identify something. Goodbye Sukiyaki, I guess. Oh, disappointing, chat. Very, very disappointing. I mean, at least I give more defense to Rico in the future, I guess. But like, a 12 armor in Chris's chapter of all things, what an insult. I think we can all agree, chat. That is actually upsetting how bad that is. Like, she started with 42 armor, so like, it's literally 4 times worse than something we got in chapter 1 by default as Chris. It's just actually atrocious. So yeah, hopefully with these new levels, I was gonna say we stop missing, but apparently not enough skill to stop ourselves from missing. Fred and Rico might level again at this rate. Nash sitting there with like 1,000 skill points going, please level me with something, please. I'm like, I'm trying. If this place has an area boss, that would also upset me. I hope that's not a thing. We were hypothesizing that because there's a chess boss here, there's no area boss, but we'll see. Sure, we'll do this encounter. It'll give me more skill points. Oh, now he's double hitting them. Whatever. She missed the salamanders. I'm about to take a lot of damage here. So bad, chat. I mean, at least I should take less damage because my magic defense is higher, question mark. Nash still taking like 60-something damage. Ridiculous. Come on, magic repel it. Nope. Okay, please end this fight. Thank you. Nice crits. Okay, got a little bit of a level up there. Oh! I got a fire rune? That's actually useful. Okay. I'll get rid of Dancing Flame. Chat, okay. I was looking for a fire rune. I can't get mad at that. Okay, so it was worth coming here so far, then. I'll get rid of the fried ice cream. We will not be invincible. If you could actually attack during that, I would love it. I guess on the final boss, I could just eat ice cream and believe in RNG to dodge rune magic damage, but not my style. Again, hopefully with these level ups, we're gonna be more consistent with hits as well as crits. Speaking of crits, so we're at a fantastic amount of skill points with most of the characters. 300 plus points. If I'm not mastered in fire yet, I'll be there when I leave. So, okay, so sadly the random encounter was better than the chest. I mean, I got a lot of money from the chest, but I don't need it at this point, like at all. Just kind of sad. So let's explore very thoroughly here. I believe we could get a few characters. And more importantly, I could get some tutors at some point. I don't think I can get the guy that requires a specific group of people. Oh, stronger weapon? You know what, chat? Another 10 damage to Chris, why not? Nash getting an upgrade. Well, that should help with that other boss we just fought. And now Fred's damage should go way higher, by the way. So he's already gonna go up 20. Going up 30 damage. Not insignificant. especially with crits. Her hammer is so bad. Please level this. It was doing literally nothing. So she's going from 150 something to 192 and still rising. 206 and still rising. 220, she hits like a truck. Mulder's level 10. Oh, Red isn't at level 10. So, big improvement. So, worth it coming here so far, just for that. Big improvement. Time to attach a fire rune to somebody. Don't really care who. So, I guess I'll give it to Wilder, because he's almost at 100 magic. So now we can take advantage of their spell slots. I still cannot get any lightning runes, which is so brutal. I mean, I think they knew it was the best rune in the game. Let's be honest, chat. I think they all knew how broken lightning was. It was broken in 1, it was broken in 2. Still, they nerfed it slightly, and it's still broken in 3. Cancel merchandise for women? Wow. Just reach across the little table he has there and slap him. Okay, random item for sale, sure. Let's get rid of our Titan rune or whatever and boots. We don't need this many boots. Feather earrings give defense and speed. I could bag the other thing for now and try to take advantage of the speed, I guess. Oh, a soaring ball. I want that immediately. Get in the party items. Another soaring ball. Put it in the party items. Another soaring ball. Put it in the party items. I want that. Another soaring ball. I want that in the party items. Put it in there. Another soaring ball. I want it in the party items. Put it in there. How many do you have? Do you have infinite? Do you actually legitimately have infinite soaring balls? This is so broken. I mean, chat, I'm not even gonna heal the next boss battle. You know the golem is just gonna get 900, 900, 900, 900, 900. Like, you know it's coming. Like, he's absolutely gonna be destroyed. Sell these awful items. How many item spots do I have left over? Not many. I could just sell my Jizo. It's fine. I can always buy more if I want. I may have 500,000. I just buy it back if I really wanted it. That's a lot of soaring ball. I wish you could stack them. It would have been so godlike. But alas, chat, we're not able to. I'm just verifying something. I think we have some of these characters already, so I don't need to worry about that. Oh, maybe I can get the recruit. Because it was 3 men, 2 women, and a child. Maybe. We'll see if they accept this. Gold bar, you're so silly. I'm not buying you. Can't do anything else in here. Okay, let's get the tutors out of the way before I forget about it. I would very much appreciate getting a melee tutor. Oh wait, what were we talking about? Used to be mercenary, you know, the Torn Liberation War, the Amazon Unification War. Okay, finally some physical skills, thank you. So Chris is done. Nash can finally get accuracy. Can also teach him swing. Swing and damage. Ooh. He's a perfect match, chat. So this should automatically make his damage potential go up really high. I'm also just gonna teach him probably armor protect, maybe. Or I could just teach him magic. I'll teach him magic resistance next time. And let's make sure he never misses. Because he was missing way too much, for sure. So hopefully those 2 ranks are all I need for now. We'll come back and max if it's not maxed. Increase his swing, for sure. Because for some reason he was not multi-attacking. When he definitely should have been able to. We'll do 1 more rank and swing, I guess. So he's gonna attack a lot faster. Now let's improve his damage. Gonna make sure the murder hits land and all that, exactly. It's a little small damage increase, but more importantly, consistency is added to this character. Bread is shield protect. Might as well level it. And we'll level a little bit of, I think, armor protect. So that way his overall defense is better. Hold on to his skill points. Damage and swing. Ooh, it will take time. We'll improve her damage then. Could put 1 point in swing, I guess. So she swings slightly faster, but she's gonna be bad at it for sure. Natural ability exists. Let's increase damage then. Gotta increase their accuracy. Cannot stand them missing, chat. It's horrendous. So you're all witnesses. I put them at least up to C rank across the board. Damage is up. Don't have enough for damage again. I'll take a point in repel. So it makes them slightly better at survivability. So not bad. We made some progress there. Okay, so that guy doesn't act as a storehouse for us, which is fair. So nothing else we could really do here. But hey, chat, as I said before, on the plus side, we now have a fire rune on a character, so we might actually be able to use it for damage. Our physical skills are out of this world. I see, I would have thought they would have hidden something back here. If this was a Tales game, they would have put something there for sure. So I guess we'll just try to get that one recruit. I guess we have gotten everybody else, because we have to come back later for more to appear. But we'll take a look around. Yeah, there's the guy in the mask, yada yada. Imports from Amazon are fashionable, he says. Oh. Mumble, Vicky. Uh-oh. Vicky is a character from other Suikoden games. Okay, let's continue onwards for now. I know, I just love it saying Amazon for no reason. Let's see if this satisfies him. The whole world's a stage. Looking for people who are born actors, naturals, so I could open a theater. People wear masks and play false parts all the time anyway, so moving to the theater stage is hardly a huge leap. Are you interested in theater? Theater? Drama in all of its glory, done on a magnificent stage. We start with the script, some actors, the bones of a tale. Then the curtain goes up, the drama begins. Ah, the lights, the applause, unforgettable. He really just wants to put on a show. Are you well? Okay, that made me laugh. Chris is having none of that. Oh, this will be my most famous contribution to society. All I need for my first production are 3 males, 2 females, and 1 child. Do you have anyone to help that fits the bill? Tis, 'tis a shame. An actress spills forth from your eyes. You should pursue this. Please help me locate some actors. Okay, so we can't do it with our current party. That's what I had a feeling. So, unfortunately, I can't get this character. So, not much we could do here. But I did get the physical tutor. And I guess I never checked the armorer. I guess I should check the armorer. I kind of forgot there were multiple rooms here, to be honest with you. Weak versus thrust. 69 defense is really high. Can I have something? Silver hat. I would like him to heal randomly. Bella strength is okay. Nothing too crazy here. Like, I could get a lot of defense, but just have, like, a super weakness to something. Or I could just be resistant overall. I'd rather get resistant overall than, like, hyper-specific. And just randomly die instantly to an encounter. Even if not many enemies do thrust. It's like, no thanks. It's fine. Well, thank you for sticking around, Kirk. Always appreciate the company. So we're going to make our journey back to the west. I don't think there's anything else I've missed. I'm just confirming as we go through there. Yeah, most of this is Chisha, event we haven't been to, Chisha, kaput party. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I just saw a character. Sorry, I got distracted. I saw a character that has one of the worst recruits I have ever seen for a mandatory character. I think this might be the worst mandatory recruit in all of Suikoden. I'll be real with you. I would never, ever, ever find this character without a guide. Not even in my dreams would I ever do it. So chat might remember the Suikoden 2 squirrels, where you had to have certain people in your party, and then already, in general, not specifically your party, but just they're in the 108 stars. And then you could recruit them by just walking around without a character. They put a mandatory recruit, and that's the only way you could get them. That is so gross. It's not Mukamuku, though. I don't even know who it is. I don't recognize the name offhand. I just looked slightly further in the notes. I was like, oh, yeah, that's pretty garbage. So eventually we have to run around without another party member at some point. Question mark. At some point. Yeah, mandatory. It's the only way to get the character. And it's in a place we haven't been to yet. I guess at this point, I just go on a chest boss killing spree and then move on. As I said before, I'm really looking for blood armor. If we could get blood armor, I'm set for the game, and I won't bother with these anymore. Okay, Nash with swing improved, but did get 3 hits there, a little disappointingly. The other character is hitting for more damage, hopefully. We had fried duck there. Rest in peace, duck. Nash also slowly regenerating health helps. It does slow combat down slightly whenever it triggers. So nothing of interest there. We could have gotten another fire rune, which actually would have been good for us if that had happened. Because then we have 2 fire runes, and then we have everybody with a rune, which is nice. Now, unfortunately, Riko does not have enough magic to get 4th level slots, and her earth magic is kind of booty. But it is what it is. On the plus side, for other chest boss, we kind of just destroy them instantly. Like, think of it this way, chat. We have a near unlimited soaring bolt every time I come this way. So we could do over... Even if you do 2/3 damage, we could do 3k just from items, which is very silly. Red, unfortunately, still taking damage even with the shield protect there and a little bit of armor protect. just getting targeted. Only took 25. Kind of okay with that. But hey, if Nash ends up in a war battle, at least he health regens a little bit. So that was an okay amount of skill points. It was like 20 plus. Much better than some of the areas we've been to. So I guess at this point I just return to Duck Village and... do I advance the plot slightly? I guess I should at least go in the forest. Because if nothing else, I'll get levels, maybe? I don't know. I'm kind of torn as to what to do, chat. Like, I don't know if I want to go all the way to the Northern Caverns. That might be too far for me. Think about it. This boss battle should have been the one that is good. I could also skip the Mount Taiho one, I suppose, as well. It hasn't given us any good items so far. Yeah, I guess we can advance the plot slightly. Because if we lose the ducks, then I can get different party members in. It's not a big loss to me to be down a fire rune. It's like, whatever. We don't even normally use it, so... it's fine. 150 skill points, not too terrible. I can't go to the village to the north, because that would have had the thunder runes. So we'll see. I might have to lose the guides, and then we could get one of the characters there. Maybe we could finally get Gadget Z if we get rid of the ducks. I'm sure chat would love to see Gadget Z. So yeah, I guess we'll walk in the forest for now. And then we will maybe visit the other town. Maybe. I mean, it'd be nice to get some recruits. Like, the ducks are okay, but I'm not, like... I'm not really heartbroken if they die. They give XP to other characters instead. Like, for level 40, they don't have a 4th level spell or anything. So I'm not really missing them in terms of DPS. Yeah, then we'll decide if I want to do Mount Taiho. I guess it really just depends on how big of a trek backwards it is. I guess. We could probably hand in our lottery tickets, and then we'll just keep our inventory clear so I don't have to sell items. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll go to Duck Village, hand it in, then maybe I'll go to Mount Taiho, because that's less of a backtrack than Northern Caverns, because Northern Caverns is really far away. Like, that by itself is like an hour, and then it might not even be worth it. Where Mount Taiho would maybe be about 20 minutes. Yeah, let's go with that. Again, still getting a decent amount of skill points. So if any of these characters do end up in a war battle, at least they're decently equipped. I mean, I did improve their weapons, so no regrets there if we're forced to use them. I doubt we're forced to use them, but you never know. I feel really sad we weren't allowed to bring Watari with us in the war battle with Thomas. It would have been so good. Or if I could have Cecile and Augustin or whatever in one party. Just call them Team Unkillable. So... it's not a huge detour. I'll do this one. If I go further to the left, it takes forever to go through the mines. I don't have the patience for that, but we can see how quickly we kill the crab. I love I'm holding up, but the game is moving me like diagonal on the map. That's interesting. Yeah, these encounters are not worth it. So it looks like this area hasn't leveled up, which is unfortunate. So what else could we do? Oh, 2 bosses. Okay then, hello Troll Dragon. Well, I wish I could Earthquake you, but that's not gonna work. Sword of Thunder. Blazing Wall, just to see what it does. Again, if one of the ducks is sacrificed to the gods, I'm not gonna be that sad. stopped him from channeling. Fortunately, the other one still got a spell off. How much is that gonna do? Hopefully not more than like 150. Although it's like yeah, 130. That's fine. I live with that. Now the question is, will this fire magic go off? It will. Okay, we finally get to see fire magic. Oh, they moved out of the way. Interesting. So we're countering, I think, with the same spell. I mean, that damage wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. And interestingly, it made our allies move away from the enemy. Huh. Okay.
Fireball!
Fireball, indeed. How did we not kill one of them yet? That's crazy. I might actually have to heal here.
Extra crispy!
I'm a little worried. I thought we would kill one of them with this kind of focus. Hello, sound effects. Please don't die, because I thought they would die taking like 1,000 damage. Let's see. I'm gonna have to heal, I think, here. We'll do shared medicine. Rico also do shared medicine. I'll have Wilder just heal himself. Yeah. So goodbye one of my mega medicines, but hello another inventory slot. So I still get some damage out this turn. There we go, one down. Feeling a little better now. So we already wounded this one pretty heavily. But I have a feeling if this one did an AoE, it probably would have killed us. Because we were like sub 60, I think, with one of our characters. Well, anyway, we are fighting to earn this chest boss, I guess. Ooh, the whiffs. Okay, so what's our reward for beating this? Question mark. A lot of XP for Fred and Rico. Interesting. Fred leveled again. Nice. So he's looking more and more likely to actually do damage. Lots of skill points, so kind of worth it. But no items. Brutal. Chat, all that hard work, no items. Get wrecked. I guess on Wilder, I'll give them a mega medicine. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, that did save time. Like, that was like the equivalency of like 12 battles or more of skill points. So like from a skill point standpoint, it was really good. I just don't really care about anything else that happened afterwards. But Fred and Rico leveling is kind of good for us. Because again, their accuracy's kind of eh. And them having higher repel for Fred is pretty good. Rico might actually level here, that's crazy. Another tuna magic. So she's getting fairly tanky. But poor Nash though. Yeah, Nash has 101 magic defense. How does he take so much from fire? Does something give him a weakness to it? I don't understand. Or it's, I don't know. I'm just confused. Right, Chan, I'm like, his magic defense wasn't even like 50, but he takes like 40 plus more than every other character. Very strange. Fred's still not double hitting though, it's kind of concerning. Unfortunately, the ducks also don't seem to multi-swing, which puts them really far behind when it comes to damage. So Chris and Nash just completely outdamage them. And have more chances of crits, too. Wow, 300 skill points overall. Okay. So let's go fight Blue Crab, or see if Blue Crab upgraded, I guess. I could technically grab a support character from the other castle. Since I'm here, maybe. It's fine. I don't even feel like making the trek. Eventually, we need to cash in the lottery tickets, hopefully. But yeah, feeling pretty good overall. I don't even think we need to, like, reset at any point for this upcoming boss. I mean, we're, like, a decently high level. Our equipment's pretty good. If I really want a soaring bolt, I could. I might as well just pick this up. I'm never gonna come back here, I think, with the other characters. So let's see, chat. This is the game's chance to show us something really amazing. Just heal our characters with it, because why not? Yeah, not worth our time. We're gonna let go. So blue crab hopefully upgrades at some point, and if not, we'll just go to the next area, because then it's really not worth going to the northern caverns, because I don't think we got anything too crazy item-wise. I feel like our best items were from, like, the first time we killed an area, or chest boss, I mean, yeah. The first time we killed one of those, we got something good. But after that, like, repeat visits does give less items. Which I guess is fair. I mean, if every single time it gave you, like, 5 blood armors, it would basically just be GG. Let's see, how injured are we? Ooh, enough that I want to actually heal. Nash should live with 249 against this boss that should do way less than the stone golem. And he's got health regen a turn, and he's more defense than when he last did it, and he's higher magic defense. So I'm hoping between all those things, he'll be fine. You know what? Sure, I'll take this fight. Get some skill points. Not strong enough to insta-kill. Interesting. Ooh, hit the duck for a decent amount of damage. That's kind of annoying, actually. Fred's still not double hitting. So Fred's our weakest melee character. However, he is a tank. Chris leveled, 1 magic, 2 to everything else. Got Titan, useless, don't care about Titan. So there we go. Chris more likely to crit now, chat. And she's sitting at a whopping 318 health. And she randomly evades thanks to the root we put on. It doesn't seem to activate super often, but it is funny when it does activate. So technically it saved us getting hit twice as her. Maybe 3 times so far. Most of the time they don't seem to target her, which I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to target Chris either. I just feel like it would just be a instant death. So unless this crab is secretly way higher in stats, I don't see why I would really be concerned here. I'll still heal slightly just in case, but should be fine. I'll also use my earthquake here. Did you really encounter me right in front of the boss? I was like 1 step from it. Come on, chat. Okay, we're still probably gonna earthquake him. So that is a time save. Although, I don't think I used the inn, right? I don't think I did. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh well. We're gonna be here a while then, chat. Sword of Thunder should do decent damage here at least. That cast speed is super fast, so hopefully he can still normal attack afterwards. Okay, 250 on a lightning weak enemy is actually pretty huge. So Sword of Lightning actually useful. The blue crab killer. They targeted Nash, who's at full health, and roll regen 5 health. I'm not gonna bother healing him, because he dealt less than 100 damage. So say goodbye to this boss, I guess. Poor boss. Oh, it only did 96 that time, a little less. Are you only targeting Nash? How annoying. You're actually gonna make me heal? Seriously? Roll your eyes, chat, like, fine, I'll heal. So lucky I didn't have Earthquake. This match would have been GG. I didn't want to risk it. Okay, how many skill points are we gonna get? That's all I care about. 3,600 Ponch. 40 skill points, okay. It's okay, skill point wise. We've seen worse. Mega Medicine D, absolutely. What the? Okay, well, that is certainly an increase to our survivability. I don't know if chat didn't see that or not, but that was 100 defense armor. Why the game gave it to us, I don't know. I'm not gonna question it though. I should take these items just to throw them out, I think. Let's get rid of our lottery tickets, I guess. Mega Medicine C is fine to discard. Do this one last. Fine Cask is okay, but maybe it is worth going to the other place. I mean, like, what the heck was that? Like, look at this nonsense. So I'm at 44. Oh, she can't wear it. Oh, come on. Seriously? Can Fred wear it? Can no one wear this? Are you kidding me? We have, like, one of the better armors in the game. What an absolute tease. What a tease. I can't even wear it. Brutal. Brutal. I thought I would at least be able... It's weird because, like, I can wear armor as Chris, but I can't wear that armor for some reason. So upsetting, chat. That would have been like a 60-point increase in defense. Do you know how unkillable she would be? Let's look at her stats again. She's already sitting at 87, so adding another 60 would put her at 140. So she'd actually be physically tankier than Godot. Like, legit, I don't think anything would be able to kill her if she could wear that armor in this chapter. I would be like, good luck. Between magic resistance, haziness, and that thing, it's over. I guess I just go to the Northern Caverns then. I wasn't going to, but I mean, if it's just gonna drop 100 defense armor randomly, we might as well do it. But before I do that, I'm gonna have to sell some items. Kind of unfortunate. Now I regret not going to the Duck Village first. Kind of annoying. I do like a small backtrack to the Duck Village. I guess I could do that. I do want to free up my inventory space so I'm not throwing out as much. But our number of skill points right now is actually crazy. Like, these characters are capped at this point. Chris is completely capped. Even if I give her another skill, I think she could just instantly master it at this point. And the other characters will be super close. Nash, I think, is also kind of done as a character. Wow, 400 spare skill points. Kind of silly given that we left there at like 30 points. But yeah, I think I'll try to avoid combat from now on, unless it's an area boss. Then I'm gonna whoop the area boss. Dang, chat, that is such a shame. It's like when we got the Chaos Shield. We couldn't get that when we were playing with Cecile, of course. Like, could you imagine how unfair that would have been if we went to Northern Caverns and Cecile got Chaos Shield? We would have just been laughing the whole time something tried fighting her in the war battles. We'd like, go ahead. Try to fight our tanks, see what happens. Right, chat? Like, go ahead. It's not gonna help you. 20 extra defense with her armor protect rating. It's like, yeah. She's immune to everything that isn't the boss. It's fine. Go ahead, crit her. It doesn't hurt her. It just tickles. So I guess I will briefly... Or do I just go for it? Is she allowed to go back through there in Brass Castle? I don't know if it matters. Whatever. We'll just keep going for now. I'll just choose to throw items out, I suppose. Or I could just use some of my soaring bolts. Yeah, I could probably just use my soaring bolts. Yeah, we gotta free up some space ASAP. Chat, is this enough soaring bolts? I guess I could just have him use it. That should be fun. We're in boss kill mode if I really want to be. I feel like this would be ultra cheesy on a story boss, but for a chess boss, I'm kind of okay with it. Oh, hey, are these enhanced enemies? Are they actually gonna give us XP? Nice dodge. I mean, they're looking fairly tanky. They're taking like 4+ hits. Could be worth XP. Yeah, that's worth a decent amount of XP. Huh. So this area did get slightly harder. I think that was the old area boss, so the fact that we're getting them normally means maybe there's a new area boss. Which has me a little concerned about the caverns. How nonsense are the caverns? We're absolutely not letting the rabbit cast a spell. Perish. Lady Chris saying nope. She guarded the other one. Nice. The walk-up miss. Brutal. Come on. Alright, chat, come on. Double miss from one character. Brutal. I can't believe we're at 500 skill points with some of these characters already. I feel like I literally just tutored them. Chat, now I have to know. I have to know what items we get there. Fortunately, going forward, it should be faster warping around. I should be able to go to the location I want to and then warp back. But again, if we get something cheesy early, it would be kind of amusing. Okay, fight's over. Easy fight. Wow, 500 skill points, chat. I don't even know what to say to that. Also, I went the wrong way, I noticed. This is fine. We're committing now. We're gonna get the support character. I'm assuming we can get a support character. Let's find out, chat. Oh, we can also stay to recover our Earthquake. Actually, this isn't too bad then. Not too shabby, chat. Got our Earthquake back. We'll resave. I think our lottery tickets might expire at this point, but it's fine. I don't really need them anymore. They're just kind of a nice to have. Oh, oops. Forgot to check to see if we get a support character of any kind. I feel like she was able to recruit basically nobody. Oh, discount in Bath. Okay. We got the farmer, chat. So I guess progress is made. Look at Bart's support. Bathing miser, young man who dearly loves the farm. Down to earth but misunderstood often by his looks. Okay. What does the bath skill do exactly? Auto restore negative status and % health after combat. And % health? Wow. Okay, I mean, that's a pretty good support to just pick up randomly. Just saying, chat, like, that is pretty good. Actually, if we could also get a fire rune here, this would be nice. We'll see, though. Brutal. Okay, get almost everything, bud. And more importantly, the stores are now cheaper. Unfortunately, there's nobody else to really upgrade. What a tease, chat. What a tease. But hey, now random encounters. I don't have to heal as much between battles, and maybe when we go to sell goods at the other city, find something interesting. I should probably actually look at what XA has, since we're here and I have discount. Right, chat? I might as well as. Is it still burned down? It's still got the deeper version of the song. So this is post-burning. There's the item shop. Wasn't there... Oh, was there not an armor here? Huh. Must have misremembered. Could still get an interesting accessory, potentially. Nobody can use that, unfortunately. I'm gonna sell the fine robe. I feel like that's actually a waste of space. I could identify the figurines we have. I guess that's some purpose. I could have also dropped our figurines off at the castle, now that I think about it. Oh well. I want to keep the unique ones. Another hex doll. That one's okay to keep. We need a lot of those for something special later. Genetian vase. That's new for me. Plant vase. I think we got that one already, but it's probably fine. Wow, we have one unused space in our inventory. That's actually crazy. How did we get so full on items so quickly, chat? You know what, chat? I'm gonna just discard these tickets. It's fine. I give up. I don't think we'll make it back in time if I go to the other place. The only thing I would get from the lottery tickets is money. And we're gonna get money anyway if I'm going to the other place. I'll accept my loss. Oh no, I lost 1,000 potch. Whatever. Right, chat? Oh well. Now I don't have to take a detour into the Duck Village. Oh well, that's what you get for changing your mind, because I think it'll take way too long just to go back, because it'll be like another 40 minutes before we even go back there at all, which is an extremely long amount of time. And given the lottery resets every 30 minutes or so, I don't think we would make the cycle. Oh, lots of rabbits? Perish. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have gone to the Bujutsu teacher. Let's go back, actually. We're right there. I didn't make a big progress. Unidentified painting. Let's go back. I mean, it's important enough. At this point, I could get, like, completely maxed out accuracy and things like that, and that would be kind of nice to not whiff anymore, because I am still whiffing. I'm noticing quite a lot. Which is just annoying. But we're here. And also technically buy items for the characters, but I doubt the gear upgraded. I mean, I suppose I could always check just for curiosity's sake. So let's see what ridiculous upgrades we could get these characters. Speaking of which, hello damage. And give them repel. Still got more to learn, apparently. I wish I could give him accuracy. Let's improve armor protect. And we'll improve armor protect one more time. So it should just make him generally tanky. Then we'll improve shield protect, because I think that negates all damage. And not enough for either of those, so I guess I'll go for damage. And then a repel. So slightly better defensively across the board. Level up swing so she doesn't miss as often, or walk up and whiff, I mean. Improve damage since we're here. Should also level up an earth magic. I guess I'll save one rank for earth magic so she casts faster. Could make a difference. Damage up. Definitely accuracy next. Please stop missing, right chat? Please. I die on the inside every time they whiff. Is Red actually done as a character? That's so sad. I think I can't level them up anymore, chat. Wow. So Red's done. He's done. It didn't take that long. He beat so many bosses, chat. Like, just... Until he levels up and gets new skills, there's nothing to level. So, congratulations, Red. You're done. Yeah, these aren't really that good. I mean, the only thing good is the silver hat. Everything else is much weaker than what we're using. Although, I could just get a winged boot if I want to. That is a lot of defense. I mean, okay. I mean, it's just like getting like 10 defense for 10,000. I'm like, okay. Like, where's my downside, chat? I'll sell his medicine bee and give him 14 raw defense. So maybe Nash won't die instantly if he's targeted, question mark. And I'll go to the magic tutor and see what I can improve. I could also check my storehouse and put away items. Guess we'll go through the full shebang, I suppose, since we're here. I mean, we have so many skill points left over. The only thing we're really missing is more magic on the ex-water rune user. Oh, speaking of which, Thomas Fates eating Cecile's food, number 24. Where did the other 3 go? I guess every 30 minutes it's a new one? Recently, Master Thomas fainted after eating lunch made by Cecile. It was revealed that Thomas, who was working hard, received a homemade lunch from Cecile and fainted suddenly after eating meatballs. Cecile was shocked at what happened, and when she tried to go up to the castle roof, was stopped by a resident. Afterwards, the tragedy was resolved because it turned out that Cecile's lunch was extremely hot. She had known that Thomas likes very sweet food. Better know the taste of the person you make lunch for. Eric's Adventures 2 reprinted. After getting out of the hole, he turned the tap off to stop the hot water. It was really a close call. Once he calmed down, he heard a strange sound from the back of the hallway. Urk, panicking, turned to see what it was. It was a huge stone rolling towards him. I'll be squashed. Urk in danger. Okay, so it actually resets. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. If it recycles it, that's kind of fun. I'm kind of okay with that. Wow. I guess I just teach him magic resist, right? I think I do. So that way he doesn't get blown up in the back row. Can't learn anything there. Oh, she learns shield magic? Oh. I wish we knew she got this before I put earth magic points in. Well, I could change this into accuracy. I could get shield magic and earth magic. That wouldn't be terrible. Wow, every character is actually legit done. That is so funny, except for Nash. And Chris has said before, we're holding skill points for something later. I could technically put something there, I guess. You know what? We'll get more skill points. We're playing as Chris. It's fine. If I get magic resistance, this would probably help me in the long run anyway. Even if I have to get rid of it later. She's good at sword magic, though. I just don't feel like using it. So already it's armor protect maxed. So let's not get nuked by the enemy anymore. So any skill points we have from here, chat, just to give you an idea, it's just all gonna go towards a new skill. So we have 637 overflow points, so I could use that to just level up another skill. So keep that in mind, chat. I guess, you know, we'll benefit from it a little bit. So she is not gonna take very much at all from anything, which is good. So I think she's getting at least 15% less damage. It's either 12 or 15, I forget how the math works, but I mean, it does add up. If it does 30, you take 270, or 300, you take 270, etc., etc. So, I'm okay with this. Magic is the only thing that can harm her, as her armor protect skill is super good. And we've seen she dodges physical moves. So mostly we're just looking to see if we could get another shield rune for Rico. Because I'd actually prefer that over the water rune, because then I could just play offensively, like I'm playing Suikoden 2 and try to berserk people. And Nash should live the explode turn 1 BS, which is nice. So good job, Nash. Fred almost leveled. Yeah, I just wish Fred double hit. If he double hit, I think he'd be so much more useful for me. We'll take these encounters. This should level him. I also wish he could use a shield. We have a distinct lack of people that can use heavy armor and shields. And weirdly, Fred can't wear the heavy armor that we picked up, which again, feels like he should. Wow, Chris just taking no damage at all. What a gun. So I really do not want to see them missing. Outside of Rico, who doesn't have accuracy. Everybody is max accuracy for their character class. Gotta be kidding me. He had like an A rank, chat. Bad luck. You've got to be kidding me. Why raise accuracy, chat, if this is just gonna happen? 2 to skill, maybe he'll miss less. 2 to extra to speed. Whatever. Speaking of which, what are their stats like? Because I haven't really been paying attention when it's up there. 75, 81, 87. So we need the duck to level twice, I think, to get the level 4 magic. We do have Earthquake available. We now have a fire spell. So if we're fighting a hard skeleton battle, it might be worth popping the fire magic in that encounter, just to deal with multiple enemies. Oh, good dodge. More identified paintings. I don't think I appreciate that. So we'll head to the south here. We'll do the northern caverns. Hopefully we get an end game item. So weirdly, the stone golem, which was the hardest enemy, gave less than the blue crab, which was the easiest fight. Oh, area boss. Whoa. New enemy boss? Gold boar? I might take this seriously. I am gonna take this seriously. Looks like I could potentially take a lot of damage here. So let's go nuking, chat. Tell him to perish. Whoa, they move fast. I don't know who I'm targeting with my fire spell anymore, and that has me concerned. I really hope this doesn't GG me. I really hope this doesn't GG me, because they move first by like a long shot. Oh, canceled by lightning magic. Okay, they move slightly. That's a good sign. I think I'm out of range. I hope. I mean, that seemed worth it. I got 600 damage on the boar. So fire magic not as useless as it seems. So I'm gonna tell them to just all in. Did he zero? Oh, I only did 44. I was gonna say, did he zero speed that spell? I think I'm gonna cast Earthquake uninterrupted, which is good. They're taking a lot of damage. So that took over 1,000 damage to kill. So Earthquake here might be lethal. Ooh, that camera though. 1,000 damage didn't interrupt? What a god. Chat, what a god. Okay, that 400 did though. 2 crits in a row, GG. This better give me some crazy XP. Okay. Give me okay XP. 21,000 punch. Like, another 100 skill points. No useful items. I got robbed again, chat. No useful items. Wow, the amount of enemies we've fought that are area bosses is kind of crazy. I might actually need to rest here. If we do end up well, at least I want to save here. We might have to... I don't know. If we fight the Holly boss, I guess I do have soaring bolts equipped. We have Bart's healing us constantly, so that's good. We're going for the Northern Caverns. It definitely looks like the enemies have upgraded. I think they were about the same power level in Chapter 2, but they're much tougher than the Thomas chapter we just came from. Which has me a little worried about this area. Like, could you imagine the Super Holite? The Holly or whatever? Oracle Boar's not gold. They're gold in their hearts. It's where it matters and counts. Okay, I got another healing items. This is good for us. Oh, I just assumed. So there we go, Medicine D. Could use that for minor healing, I guess. Oh, Shadow, I wanna fight you. Hopefully with our high accuracy we don't whiff, thank you. Not too shabby. How's that XP wise? Not too great. But hey, we got enough skill points to start leveling up another set of skills. I'm not gonna worry about that though. I'm not gonna go to Benet for that. We might go back to Duck Village and max out like magic resistance on Nash, but that's about it. How about no? Right, chat? Like, no thanks. I just want to go to the area boss or the chest boss, whichever one comes first. Not too picky. Nah, if it's all shadows, I'll also take it, but nah, we know those enemies are worth, like, nothing. So we're just gonna ignore them. But hey, I guess I'm glad we're seeing some of the area bosses. On the downside, it also means, like, if you're low on resources and trying to go back, you just randomly get in a hard encounter and die. It is what it is, I suppose. Sadly, not a lot of lightning or fire resistance from us. It probably help with this portion of the game. But we'll take magic resistance as a skill, plus health per turn. So, moment of truth, chat. How horrendous are the monsters here? Are they the same as they were before, or are they upgraded? Because Shadow's like a tier 3 enemy. Like, tier 1 was like Thomas chapter 1 going through there. Chris normal chapter 1 was tier 2, and tier 3 were the Shadow people. So we're gonna fight like super skeletons in here? Like, what BS is gonna stop us from getting to the end? I mean, so far the answer is nothing. Nothing apparently is attempting to stop us. Which I'm okay. That's a lot of wolves. How about no? No. Brace yourself, I'm like, no. Just, no. We fought them before. They take forever to kill. It's not worth it. They have like 600 health plus. Yeah, but sadly with all this extra speed, we're still not really double turning with most of our party, which is kind of brutal. But hopefully with the swing increase and speed increase from levels, Nash doesn't single hit Stone Golem. Maybe they get number of hits based off of who they target. I'm trying to think how that actually works. I guess they target speed. Might get applied. Oh my gosh. No way. Yeah, I'm glad we're not fighting that. That encounter looked especially nonsense. Jeez, chat. That would have been like... We would have taken like 300 plus damage on a single character. They would swing for like 30 to 50 a hit. It would just destroy us. Alright, fine. I'll kill these two. I'm assuming these are the easy... I realize this says soldier, but my brain read that as slider. we not gonna kill them and well, one of them in one turn? Wow. Full defense or take 105 damage. What a difference. Well, I'm glad we leveled Fred's armor protect, as that came in handy there. That fight was worth no skill points and no XP. So we can officially say that fight was booty. We're not gonna take it anymore. But hey, maybe the area boss is not too atrocious. We'll have a nice happy little save here, chat. I mean, I guess in theory, you could save, beat the boss, check the item, don't like the item, reset, beat the boss again, but I'm not gonna put chat through that. I'm just gonna see what we get in one try here. Chat has sat through enough lottery. We don't need another lottery. Is this gonna be a chimera? It's another golem? Are you kidding me? Ugh. Excuse me, chat. Ooh, excuse me, chat. I'm gonna play it safe then and not do another soaring bolt. I'm actually gonna just take medicine A. Yeah, this should be good. I guess I should save this. I know, definitely an oof. The golem is just gross. Did I pick up I think I picked up a medicine D. Yeah, let's just make sure I'm at full health. Let's not mess around with the golems. We've learned to respect their absurd DPS. Like, they could go from doing like nothing to the team to completely killing the team. So I'm not sure if this one will use explode or if it's all melee. But hey, in either case, we've geared up against it completely. We cannot be more prepared than we are. I will burn soaring bolts for this. So I think I lost my earthquake. So we're gonna just have to stick to soaring bolts, which will still do decent damage. Solo copy paste to the enemy we already fought, but you look harder. So soaring bolt into soaring bolt into soaring bolt, I think. Okay, guarded for 85. That wasn't. Well, I guess that still was a horrendous amount of damage. But anyway, here's our chance, chat. Look at me actually using items. 689, that'll speed things up significantly. We're only doing like 80 damage a hit normally, so this is a big time save right here. So that's like if we had the earthquake. I could still technically fire magic with this character, but I think it's too risky. So hopefully with that, we don't have to sit through an absolutely horrendous boss battle, but we'll see. So we'll just choose to attack, and see what happens. Please double hit. Thank you. Better already. Rico getting destroyed. Ooh, the crit for 354. That was actually pretty big for us. So I need to heal. Oh, and then I can equip more, I can equip more Soaring Bolt. Oh, I think I'll do that. Okay, no downside for me, right, chat? I forgot that was a feature in 2 and we never used it, but we'll actually use it in 3 here. So we could definitely have Oops All Soaring Bolt for sure. Speaking of, I'm gonna use a medicine that I purposely held for this exact scenario. We're going to use the Sword of Thunder for free damage, and we're gonna Soaring Bolt again. So hopefully with all this, it won't be an atrocious slugfest. I imagine this boss has more than 4,000 health, because it's a tougher version of what we just fought. Double hitting definitely helps here. Big time save. So Chris is almost at full health. We're gonna get one more Soaring Bolt in. Ooh, it's gonna AoE. This is kind of bad for us, actually. But we should still get the Soaring Bolt. So this is what could have happened if the game gave us lightning runes, chat. We're seeing a preview of the future. The boss fight is still going on. It took 4 of those. So I'm sure chat is glad that I decided not to mess around. I know I'm glad. Share. 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 So we're gonna heal up and hope it doesn't do an AoE. If it does that, that's a big time loss for us. Ooh, a nice crit. So, it's safe to say it's taken over 3,000 damage so far, and it's still going. Oh, it's gonna do the AoE again. That really sucks. I guess I just all-out attack this, unless it's Wilder. He doesn't have enough health. Can I equip another item with this pair? I could. Do I have another damage spell? One more soaring bolt. Let's do that. This might actually use every single soaring bolt I brought. Isn't that crazy, chat? Like legitimately is gonna use every single one. Oh, we didn't use it. Okay. We saved 1 soaring bolt. It took 6, chat. Ridiculous. Okay, we got levels on basically everybody. And we even leveled up the ducks. So they are really close to a 4th magic slot. Wow. Okay, so let's see. What's our reward? It better not be like defense plus 2 armor. I'm gonna be very upset. Okay, how much money are we getting? 132,000. Mega medicine, super good helmet, decent helmet, 42 armor, fire resist armor, okay. Blessed chainmail, questionable, custom leather, ninja suit, robe of mist? Oh my gosh, these are all endgame. Oh, what are we giving up? Anything, it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh, actually amazing. We'll give up medicine, it's fine. Wow. What a series of items to receive. I am glad we came back here. Much better. So I could just... The thing that's weak versus thrust... I guess I could risk it. I mean, that's 133 defense. There just comes a time where you just have to accept they're just gonna be godlike. It's fine. Guess I could give them Blessed Chainmail. Because he's already weak to thrust. So Fred and Chris are basically unkillable unless they have thrust. Fine leather. Ooh, ninja suits can't be worn by ooh, so some of these are limited. Who can actually wield these, if anybody? Oh, we have like the best mist robe. We have the best robe in the game, I think, and a pretty good ninja suit, but nobody can use it. Unfortunate. I think we'll leave the other characters as is. We'll risk the weak to thrust because the defense value is just so much greater that even if it doesn't count towards it or it halves the defense, it's kind of okay. Oh, I forgot to check the helmets. That's what I forgot to check. What do I get rid of? I could get rid of these paintings randomly. Let's use the medicine Ds. Oops. Game, please. There we go. What else can we afford to put into our gear? So we bring this with us. Medicine Bs can get rid of Ds. So it's just a straight up upgrade for what we have. Right, chat? Pretty good. We get one more statue. I could get rid of the spicy pot dish. Because we do have dancing flames if I really want it. Yeah, let's just do that. So let's see if we can equip any of that new helmet. Wow, we could give it to Fred. So Fred has 140 defense. That's the highest in the game so far. Give him 10 more defense to make him even more unkillable. Why not? It's a shame. I can't believe Fred cannot wear the heavy armor too. Like, it feels very counterintuitive given his character design, but whatever. Her repel is pretty garbage. I might as well do that actually. I mean, yeah, I'm not losing a lot of repel overall, just her repel is bad. So that's okay. So what a great find, I would say, overall. Unfortunately, that gear is not for other characters. I'm not sure who else can use the ninja suits. That was not really a thing in Suikoden, where like it was like class specific. Like sometimes it was like male versus female gear, or like heavy warrior versus like normal warrior, but to have like this many items not equipable by other characters is kind of silly. I don't think it was as segregated as it is in this game. You know what? We're just gonna auto battle. It's fine. How did you miss with your like B+ accuracy? You've gotta be kidding me. Is nobody targeting the magician? Okay. Well, this should still be fine. He stopped chanting and dead. Wow, these enemies looking kind of easy after you get that power level, right, chat? So Chris is completely out of the league of every other character that isn't Godot. Right, chat? 144 with armor protect and parry. How does this I don't think this character could die anymore, chat. I mean, I kind of want them to melee her just so I could see how little damage they do. If they can even hit her with the haziness rune equipped too. Just case in point. The counterattack though. That's too funny. Wow. Wow, she can't even get hit? Fred took 1 damage. So Fred's invincible as far as I'm concerned. So if he ends up in a war battle, it's basically GG for the enemy. If he happens to use sword magic, it's nice, I guess. I haven't seen Chris get hit at all in this combat. She's parried everything. This is actually unfair, chat. Like we gotta call some help for them or something. So again, every character got significant defensive increases. And the fact that we have almost 400 skill, like, I just spent the skill points, and the fact we have almost 400 again is actually insane. Like, that makes no sense to me. But hey, we can't really spend the points anymore. We've, I guess, overplayed with them for now. And in my defense, I would have swapped some of these characters out if the game let us. But hey, we'll take the percentage healing when we take no damage. What can the game do, chat? I almost fell down there. That would have been a big waste of time. I was dipping down. I got a little worried there. I think this is the most invincible we've been in a Suikoden game. Like, we've been strong before, but like, we could still technically take damage if the enemy ever gets a turn. Now it doesn't even matter if they get a turn. Like, we're legit taking less than 5 damage a turn. And then we heal 30 plus after combat. So, legitimately invincible, chat. One thing I kind of wish is that we have access to the other people's shared inventory. I'm not really sure what's going to happen to the storehouse once all the characters meet up. I'm a little worried it'll suddenly like boot 1,000 items into our inventory. Hopefully it just becomes a 99 limit storehouse, but we'll see. Yeah, this fight's not worth it. I think we could probably do the area boss in the upcoming forest, but we'll see. I am without spells, which is a little risky. Wilder just needs 1 level, right? For 100 magic, yeah, 99, what a tease. So Wilder might end up with a 4th level slot, and he might end up with a super mega fireball. I don't think we've seen the 4th level magic yet. The 3rd level magic actually seemed decent. Like, it's twice as damaging as shredding is, and it has a bigger AoE. Because remember, shredding for wind only does 200 to everybody, which is an absolute knockoff. It should have done like 350 minimum to everybody. Because like, you could do the same thing with lightning already. So... Oh, he parried, that's awkward. So I don't see what their need was to nerf it so badly. Oh, hello, OBS. You've disconnected. That is so unfortunate. Well, if it doesn't come back, we'll have to pause the video. But for now, I'm gonna have faith that it eventually reconnects. And I'm fighting a tougher area boss? Oh no, you've gotta be kidding me. I might be in trouble here. This is actually really annoying. What did I save? I guess I have to AoE this. No, I can't. If I had Blazing Wall, I would have been fine. Yikes. This is not good. Okay, we killed one of the tentacles at least. Okay, this is not as terrible as it could be. Well, actually, it really depends on how much damage this boss does. Almost nothing. Thank you, Super Armor. You're the best. Okay, we got this then. I am so sad Chad is not able to see this fight. I'm so sad. Like, I'm doing so well right now. But hey, I guess all that defense increase did pay off. I took almost literally nothing. I took 1 damage. So thankfully the defense increases really did pay off. In particular with Armor Protect. Yeah, I took 1 damage. Nash took some big damage there. I'm still not gonna heal though. There we go. So what did I get as a reward? Not enough to level Wilder still. Wow, that's disappointing. 999 on Chris. No items? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I did all that for nothing? Seriously? What a ripoff. Right, let's heal up. I guess I'm gonna try pausing here, unfortunately. I wanted to go further, but like, it is really not coming back. I don't know what the deal is with the internet. So let's go and save, I guess. So unfortunate. I mean, it is getting late regardless, so I would have stopped a little further than this, but I don't see the point in continuing without the chat, to be honest. So let's save here. What a ridiculous series of encounters. I cannot believe it. So I'm going to take a very short pause to see if at least I could sign out. Okay, just did a brief pause. Looks like my internet will not be coming back for the night. That is really, really unfortunate. So let's talk. We'll sign out the game. So how do I feel things went? Well, up until the internet died, I think I had some crazy fights. I also love I saved at 38, 38, 38. That does amuse me. But in terms of what we did today, mostly just prep for the story. And now that I have like 2 ridiculous sets of armor, I'm feeling pretty good for the rest of the chapter. In fact, I'm feeling pretty good for the entire rest of the game with several of these characters. So I may or may not migrate some of this armor to other people. I mean, if I could put that heavy armor for 100 defense with somebody with Chaos Shield, and they have armor protect, and they have shield protect, I think they would just be absolute monsters. They would only take damage from spells. And if I have Earth Magic protecting me from magic, that means I'm basically immune to everything. So if I have to refight like a Uber or whatever, having another 60 defense would definitely help for sure. So feeling pretty good about that. So next time we'll focus more on plot. That was kind of the intent. It would be kind of plot front loaded, and then we would just kind of mess around for a bit. And I'm glad we got to see all the new area bosses. I was really surprised we got as many as we did. We got, what was it, the Troll Dragon, we got the Gold Boar, we got the Forest one, we got the Northern Caverns. I don't know if that's just luck and that's just what it happened to do, but it is just absolute madness. I cannot believe we got all of those in one session. I don't know what the odds of that are, but I'm happy it happened when we had Chris, because, I mean, like, this is the team that is going to hard carry. So I'm already seeing people that'll end up in our final team, potentially. But I think for now, I'm going to do a send out since the internet is just dead, like, forever. It's not even just OBS, it's actually just the whole router. It just says I have no internet. So anyway, I just like to say, if you got to this point in the VOD or the YouTube video, because you would not be seeing it from the stream standpoint, I'd just like to thank you for watching and hope to see you again next time.